Is calling 2025 CR 005704, State versus Santos Segura. Could I have parties announced?
Megan Gallery, Rep. State.
And Ron Ross for defendant.
And are you Mr. Segura?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have, Judge.
And did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Salguero, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Please, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? All right, no gum chewing. Oh, don't swallow it. They say that messes up your intestines. That's what was our fear as children. All right. Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Segura, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you into this plea?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 19499, and there's to be restitution payable to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
It is, Judge.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainant, the MRT, no possession of firearms, and the job readiness course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State offer states one in attachment.
No objections, Judge.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
You are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I do, Judge. Santos is 17 at the time of the offense. He's now 18. Just before that, his mother and father broke up and his family moved to New Mexico, Clovis, New Mexico. And he was kind of struggling at that time. His whole family moved there. He unknowingly, I guess, he's spending some time in New Mexico. I said, "Did you get permission?" He did, from the bondsman. I said, "From the court, no, you're supposed to have permission." But he obtained a job while he was there working in a cheese factory. And so, he doesn't have any priors. I don't know what this offense, I think the police report noted when they approached him, he was just kind of stunned and dazed. I don't know if he's got some problems, but he tells me one time he was at this court. I think I wasn't here, or came late.
Mhm.
In the hallway, he had a seizure and they had to take him to the hospital.
Mhm.
So I don't know how that affects anything, but I would ask the court to consider his youth for this first time offense, and even deferred and allow him to transfer to New Mexico if the probation will do that. So he can be near his family, he can have a supportive family.
All right, so why did you do this?
I really don't have no excuse. My mother and father had just divorced, and my father had got locked up in prison, and I really didn't have no one to look up to. I just got mixed up with the wrong crowd. I know it's not an excuse, but
No, it's not.
It's not. I understand. I was just in a bad spot, and no one to lean on.
Well, see, here's the thing about all of this. Number one, so hanging around with the only with bad people, you're the only person in the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not yours.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the officers ask you to pull over. I've seen other people end up being shot and killed. They just tased you, and they had to tase you more than once. And then you still took off in the vehicle after they had tased you. Because I was wondering, from reviewing the police report, I said, why is there an EKG in this police report? It is just an unauthorized use. It's an EKG for you. So you're going to have to turn your life around. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself at the prison or somewhere else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what county are you in New Mexico?
Curry County.
Sorry,
Curry County.
is that Kerry?
CUR.
Oh, Curry. Okay.
It's Clovis, New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
And who are you staying with while you're here?
My grandma. Oh, here.
Yes.
I have no one here.
Well, I mean,
Who are you staying with them?
I'm here with my grandmother right now.
okay. And the reason why I asked that question is because I will grant your request to transfer, but probation will tell you you're not allowed to go there until you've actually been granted permission from probation to do so, because there are different legal standards that need to be met in order for you to be transferred, and the state has to accept that transfer. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
All right. So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Get in a position where I could own my own business and don't have to work anymore.
All right. So what does that mean? What type of business do you want to own?
My father had already owned a bounty house business. I was thinking about just taking that over.
So you're going to be a bounty hunter?
No, bounty house entertainment.
Oh, bounty house entertainment. Okay. I was like, bounty hunter. What? Okay. So what are you doing to make that happen?
I'm working right now.
But what are you doing towards reaching that goal?
I'm working. I move with my family. I move with the right crowd. I'm not around anyone that I was when I made those mistakes or anything like that. I'm not doing any of that nonsense anymore.
All right. So this is what I mean when I say, what are you doing? For example, if I want to become a court reporter and somebody said, oh, that's your dream, great dream. What are you doing towards that? And I would say, well, I've gone to courts and I've talked to court reporters, Cindy. And Cindy has said, hey, Stephanie, if you really want to be a court reporter, you got to go to school. And it may be, I can't afford it. So I say, I'm at my job. I found out that it takes, let's just say hypothetically, it takes $10,000 to go to court reporting school. So I'm working double shifts, and I've decided that I'm going to set aside $200 out of my paycheck every time, so that this is how long it will take me to pay my money to go to court reporting school. So it's great to have hopes and dreams, but you have got to start writing down, this is my goal. And you say your goal is to own an entertainment business, then you need to come up with a business plan. Like, okay, is this going to be brick and mortar? Where am I going to have it? How much is it going to cost? How am I going to attract business to me? And when I say the entertainment, what does that mean? Am I booking DJs and getting gigs for them? Those are all things that you need to figure out. Otherwise, you're just doing dreams and they're not going anywhere. And when you look up, half of your life is going to be gone and you're going to be talking to somebody under the shade tree where they used to do shade tree mechanics, and you're going to be telling them about, hey, I always wanted to do this. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. 4 years deferred adjudication. Take in consideration 2024 PF 19499. A transfer to Cary County in New Mexico. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Maybe marijuana.
See, you got to get your life together. Using marijuana is not, hey, I'm hanging out with the wrong crowds. That's all 100% you. So make sure on the regular random UAs, he's tested for levels. Proof of employment within 40 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. There's to be no contact with and restitution to Saulo, SAULO, Lastra, LASTRA, 200 hours of community service restitution. 50 hours will be waived upon completion of the MRT. And the remaining 150 hours will be waived if you obtain some type of trade school certification or higher level of education. Probation, is there anything else? Yeah, within 40 days. No problem. Is there anything else you need for the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So with the community service hours, I'm trying to help you out, right? That 150 hours, you can either go work and bake in the sun, make sure you have your sunscreen because it's going to get hot in Mexico as it is in San Antonio, or either you can do something to benefit yourself by coming up with a business plan and actually working that plan and trying to get any licenses that you need. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.